Why not indeed?
Woo! Okay, so for those who are new to this, I like to torture people. ABC. So it goes like this. Slow motion, ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. And we'll go up or down and we may speed it up. But we won't speed it up right away because that's just me. Okay, ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. And then just for fun, we stand up and stretch. And turn one way. Hopefully coordinate with your neighbor unless you want to just do a little bit. And the other way. And everybody say, ready? Ready? So siren, right? Yeah!
Okay, perfect. Now, I have something on top of that. This may be redundant. You can sit down. We're going to do some rapid fire reading. I'm going to try to get everybody in it, but we've got to be done by 6:30, so I don't know if we can get all the way through it. So we're going to jump around, which may mess with your brain just a little bit. We're going to start out. I'll give you page numbers, but it wouldn't help. Stage manager says in Act 1, very near the start, and there comes Joel Crowell Jr. delivering Mr. Webb's Sentinel. And we're just going to go for a little while until I say stop.
Page number.
What?
Page number.
Oh, for the peanut gallery, it's 16.
1-6.
Stage manager.
We're just doing lines.
Yes, we're just doing lines, real quick. Yeah, and we don't need to project a lot here. We're going to save our voice, but I just want to, get the brains working and so forth. Yeah.
And here comes Joel Crowell Jr. delivering Mr. Webb's Sentinel.
Morning, kids.
Morning, Joe.
Somebody got TikTok?
Nope, just a pair of twins over in Polish Town.
You want the paper now?
Yes, I'll take it. Anything serious going on in the world since Wednesday?
Yes, sir. My school teacher in Foster is getting married to a fellow over in Congress.
Well, I declare. How do you boys feel about that?
Well, of course it's none of my business, but I think the person's girl has to be a teacher and she ought to stay.
And then we're going to skip a little ahead to where Howie Newsom comes in, and the stage manager is going to say about Joe Crowell what happened to him. Graduated head of his class there, too.
Yeah, graduated head of his class. Class there, too. Was all up in the Boston papers at the time. Was going to be a great engineer, Joe was, and then the war broke out and he died of France. All that education for nothing. Yay. And here comes the boy, only couple lines, right?
Get out, Bessie. What's the matter with you today?
And here comes Howie Newsom delivering the milk.
Morning, Doc.
Morning, Howie.
Somebody sick?
Pair of twins over to Mrs. Gorslowski's.
Twins, eh? This town's getting bigger every year.
Going to rain today, Howie?
No, fine. Come on, Bessie.
And then we'll skip to page 21, where Mrs. Webb, Doc Gibbs has just said, "Don't you hear Mother calling you," etc. And Mrs. Webb says, "Wally, Emily!"
He's going to get 40 wings? I couldn't hear what you said.
Yeah, Doc Gibbs just said, "Don't you hear your mother? I guess I'll go get 40 winks," or something like that.
40 wings. Wally, Emily, you'll be late for school. Wally, you watch yourself good or I'll come up and do it myself.
Oh, sorry, I just realized Rebecca's going to be late, so we'll skip that one. We'll skip over to page 24, And the ladies have just, Mrs. Gibbs has just done her hick, chick, 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 chick thing, and she says, oh, don't be scared. We'll start there. Mrs. Gibbs says, oh, don't be scared.
Nobody's gonna hurt you. Good morning, Myrtle. How's your cold?
Oh, I still get that tickling feeling in my throat. I told Charles I didn't know as I'd go to choir practice tonight. It wouldn't be any use.
Well, have you tried singing over your voice?
Yes, and somehow I can't do that and stay on the key. While I'm resting myself, I thought I'd string some of these beans.
Well, let me help. Beans have been good this year.
I've decided to put up 40 quarts if it kills me. The children say they hate them, but I notice they seem to get them down all winter.
Myrtle, I'm going to tell you something.
Now remember, Mrs. Gibbs, you want a big pause while the chickens cluck, because you're thinking real hard about this. Wait a minute, I promise not to mess with anybody's mind. Take that back. Forget I said that. Yeah, what you're doing is just fine. Okay, let's skip ahead to introducing Professor Willard on page 27. May I introduce Professor Willard?
May I introduce Professor Willard of our state university? Just a few brief notes, Professor. Unfortunately, our time is limited.
Grover's Corner. Let me see. Grover's Corner sits on the old Pleistocene ground of the Appalachian Range. It's some of the oldest land in the world. We're mighty proud of that. A slab of Devonian basalt runs across it with vestiges of Mesozoic shale and sandstone outcrops. But that's all much more recent. 200, 300 million years old. Some highly interesting fossils, unique fossils, I may say, have been discovered about 2 miles out of town in Silas Peckham's cow patch. They can be seen at the museum at our university at any time. Well, at any reasonable time. Shall I read Professor Gruber's notes about the meteorological situation, mean precipitation, etc.?
And I'd like to know about the Cotahatchees, but we're going to skip to Editor Webb coming on and the stage manager said. Page 29. Now, is there anyone in the audience who would like?
Now, is there anyone in the audience who would like to ask Mr. Webb anything about the town?
Yes, I would like to know, is there much drinking in Grover's Corners?
Well, ma'am, I don't know what you mean by much, but Saturday nights the farmhands meet down at El Arena Stable Coliseum, and we've got 1 or 2 town drunks, but they're always having horses when an evangelist comes to town. No, ma'am, I'd say liquor ain't a regular party along here, except maybe in the medicine chest. Right good for the snake bite, you know, always was.
Is there no one in this town aware of? Come forward, will you? We can all hear you. What were you saying? Is there no one in this town aware of social injustice and industrial inequality?
Oh, yes, everybody is. Something terrible. Seems like they're always talking about who's rich and who's poor.
Why don't we do something about it?
Well, I do not. I guess we're hunting like everyone else for a way that the diligent and sensible can rise to the top and the lazy and quarrelsome can sink to the bottom. But it ain't easy to find. Meanwhile, we do all we can to help those who can't help themselves, and those who can, we leave them alone. Are there any other questions?
Oh, Mr. Webb! Mr. Webb, is there any culture or love of beauty in Grover's Corners?
And I'd love to know the answer to that, but we'll skip forward to just after George runs into Mrs. Forrest on page 31 and 32, and George says, awfully sorry, Mrs. Forrest, and George then says, and runs into Emily and says, oh, sorry.
Hello, Emily.
Hello.
You made a fine speech in class.
Well, I was really ready to make a speech about the Monroe Doctrine, but at the last minute, Miss Corcoran made me speak about the Louisiana Purchase instead. I worked an awful long time on the both of them.
Gee, it's funny, Emily. From my window up there, I can just see your headlights when you're doing your homework over in your room.
Why, can you?
You certainly do stick to it, Emily.
And then we're going to skip to page 38. And we've had the whole question of square yards of what, and George says, oh, in square yards. Emily says, yes, George, don't you see? And George says, yeah, and Emily says,
in square yards of wallpaper.
Wallpaper. Oh, I see. Thanks a lot, Emily.
You're welcome. My, isn't the moonlight terrible? And choir practice going on. I think if you hold your breath long enough, you can hear the train all the way to Kentucky. Hear it?
What do you know?
Well, I guess I better get back and try to work.
Good night, Emily. And thanks.
Good night, George.
Now, before I forget, how many of you can be here next Tuesday evening for the Fred Hersey wedding? Show your hands.
don't need that.
That'll be right nice. We'll do the same music we did last month at Jane Trowbridge's wedding. Oh, but now we're going to work on Art Thou Weary, Art Thou Languid. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen? It's a question. So make it talk.
And we'll skip the singing part of that and go over to, I know it's harder for Simon Stimson without the choir singing as part of his cues. On page 40, the choir is broken up, and George has just had his deep conversation with his father, says, yes, Pa, lays his handkerchief down, and Mrs. Soames comes along and says,
Good night, Martha. Good night, Mr. Foster.
Oh, I'll tell Mr. Webb. I know he'll want to put it in the paper.
Good night, Irma.
My late, isn't it?
keep going.
Oh, that was a nice choir practice, wasn't it? Myrtle Webb, will you look at the moon, will you? Damn well for sure.
Naturally.
Maybe if I go like this.
And give it a beat, Mrs. Soames, before you launch into your diatribe. Naturally.
Naturally, I didn't want to talk about it with the others around. But it's the biggest scandal that ever was in our town.
What?
Simon Stimson.
No, well,
Now, Julia, to have the church organist drink and drunk year after year, you know he was drunk tonight.
Now, well, we all know Mr. Stimson, and we all know about the troubles he's been through, and Dr. Ferguson knows too. And if Dr. Ferguson keeps him on at that job, well, the only thing the rest of us can do is just not to notice it.
Not to notice it, but it's getting worse.
And then we're going to jump to page 52. I'm trying to get everybody in here at least a little bit. And Cy and Crow and Howie Newsom have had this conversation about George Gibbs, and they're losing, a mighty fine ball player. And Howie just said, whoa, Bessie, I guess I can stop and talk if I have a mind to. And Cy says,
I don't see how he could give up a thing like that just to get married. Would you?
Can't tell, Si. Never had no talent that way.
and in comes the constable.
Morning, Bill. You're up early.
Well, but down by the river, it's been rising trying to prevent a flood.
Si Crowell's all worked up here about George Gibbs retiring from baseball.
Well, that's the way it is. George Gibbs, oh gosh.
Back in '84.
Back in 1984, we had a player by the name of Hank Todd. Much better than George Gibbs. Hank went down to Maine to become a parson. Good fellow, great baseball player. What's the weather going to be today, Howie?
Well, I think it may clear up later on.
Very
Take that. I think it may clear up.
Very good. I know this is cruel and unusual to jump around like this. I apologize in advance. So now we're going to skip over to page 82, and we're now in Act 3, and we'll do a little Sam Craig and Joe Stoddard, stage manager, says, well, there are some living people.
Well, there are some living people. There's Joe Stoddard, our undertaker, supervising a new made grave. And there's a Grover's Corners boy who left town to go out west.
Good afternoon, Joe Stoddard.
Oh, good afternoon, good afternoon. Let me see now. Do I know you?
I'm Sam Craig.
Oh, gracious sakes alive. Of all people, I should have known you'd be back for the funeral. You've been away a long time, Sam.
I've been away 12 years. I have a business in Buffalo now, Joe. But I was back east when I got news of my cousin's death and thought I'd combine things a little and come see the old home. You look well.
Yes, yes, and there's more conversation there, and Farmer McCarty and so forth. And now we'll skip to page 96. And Emily's discovered that going back isn't what she thought it would be. And we get the great saints and poets line, which I dearly love. And Emily says, no, I should have, well, why don't you say that instead of me? Mrs. Gibbs says, were you happy?
No, I should have listened to them. That's all human beings are. Just blind people.
Oh, look at the sky. It's clearing up. The stars are coming out.
Oh, Mr. Stimson, I should have listened to them.
Yes. Now you know. Now you know. That's what it was to be alive. To move around in a cloud of ignorance. To always be going up and down, trampling on the feelings of those all around you. To spend and waste time as if you had a million years. To always be at the passion of some, to always be at the mercy of some self-centered passion or another. Now you know. That's the happy existence you wanted to go back to. Ignorance, blindness.
Simon Stimson, that is not the whole truth, and you know it. Oh, look, Emily, that star. I forget its name.
My boy Joel, he was a sailor. Knew 'em all. Used to sit on the porch evenings and tell 'em all my name. Yes, sir, wonderful.
The star's mighty good company.
Yes, yes, 'tis.
Oh, there's one of them coming.
Ain't no time for one of them to be here.
Goodness sakes.
Mother Gibbs, it's George.
Are you looking at you? Just rest yourself.
Those are my parents.
And my boy Joel, who knew all the stars, he used to say it took millions of years for that little speck of light to make it on Earth. Hard for a body to believe that, but that's what he said. Millions of years.
Are you on the floor now?
Yes.
That ain't no way to behave.
He ought to be home.
Mother Gibbs, they don't understand, do they?
No, dears, they don't understand.
Time to stop. Gotta get out of here. Some quick words. Be strong. Be confident. You're going to do great. You're absolutely going to be fabulous. Listen to each other, and a new element today, you have an audience. Listen to your audience. If they respond, then you need to give them a chance to respond. Whatever happens, you're going to stay in character. We're going to, at the end, take all the time you want to pull around and greet your family and admirers and posse and so forth, but then we're all going to gather together and turn this into a church for tomorrow and Sunday. The constable has an extra task, which I'll explain to him. What we'll do is I think, so like we talked about, all the people that are going to be here, balcony and over there, are going to come out at 5. You're going to be special, and I'll explain that. And we'll run through how you know when we're about to start. Stage manager, I've had a request from the sound man that we give Lohengrin its full worth as dum ba dum bum bum ba dum bum bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum. Don't launch into, take all the time. There's a lot of music there.
Don't start the wedding so soon.
And I say this partly for myself out of sentimental value. That was played by Mary Bates, who's been our accompanist for our musicals for a very long time. Mary Bates is having some health issues right now that are quite serious. It's unlikely she will be doing that, at least for this current play. So I'd like to get all our money's worth for the recordings that she actually made for us.
So you're saying wait longer?
Yes.
When
So
they're coming up
so Mr. Webb is taking Emily up. You can take all the time in the world doing that, and you can take all the time adjusting yourself on either side of her, and you can look meaningfully at them and so forth. So, all right, we've got to get out of here. We have actually paying customers. Well, I hope they're paying customers. Well, they didn't check in. Before we go, excellent.
Pray for us. Pray for us.
Hooray!
Well,
we do St. Cecilia, and I'm and I guess there's people that would have said it with me.
Everybody stand in your bowing position. And we'll get Shannon and Mark to bow.
I know. we had some really good luck and we had some bad luck. Our good luck was we got a parking space right across from the
The bad luck,
and he got a phone call
I had,
from the dealer.
the engine was, they had to take Mississippi engine and they machined it. No, this is the point. They machined it and machined the pistons. Now the pistons are too small and they're not combusting properly. And they really need new piston heads. Why did they do that originally? Same place. So they're telling me it's $5,000. I already paid $4,000. So I have to talk to the owner of the dealership. This is a conversation. It's a lease. But it's not working.
That's right. You're absolutely right. As I was on the bike. Oh, you have a copy? Oh, yeah, I'll take it to you. Oh, good.
Yeah, I didn't use it. It fails. Yeah. No, that's fine if I don't worry. No, no, no. Right where it's at. Hello.
Welcome to St. Andrew's Church and to the St. Andrew's Players production of the classic American play, Our Town by Thornton Wilder. We are very pleased that you joined us this evening. The cast and crew have created a wonderful experience they would like to share it with you. The play is in 3 acts. There will be a short intermission between Acts 1 and 2. Between Acts 2 and 3, there will be a very brief pause to reset the stage. In the intermission between Acts 1 and 2, there are 2 restrooms as you go out the door into the narthex, aka lobby. You will find 2 restrooms on your right. There's a further restroom if you walk way to the end of the hallway you see in front of you there. Please take a moment to turn off or silence your devices. The play will begin shortly.
This play is called Our Town. It was written by Thornton Wilder, produced and directed by Norman Rickard. In it, you will see Miss Weston, Mr. Prescott, Mr. Chown, Miss Inwood, Mr. Barron, Miss Prescott, and many others. The name of our town is Grover's Corners, New Hampshire, just across the Massachusetts line. Latitude, 42 degrees, 40 minutes. Longitude, 70 degrees, 37 minutes. The first act shows the day in our town. Today is May 7th, 1901. The time is just before dawn. The sky is beginning to show some streaks of light over in the east there behind our mountains. The morning star always gets wonderful bright the minute before it has to go, doesn't it? Well, I'd better show you how our town lies. Up here is Main Street. Way back there is the railway station. Tracks go that way. Across the tracks is a Polish town with some Canuck families. Over there is the Congregational Church. Presbyterian is across the street. Methodist and Unitarian are over there. Baptist Church is down in the hollow by the river. Catholic Church is beyond the tracks. Here is our town hall and post office combined. Jail's in the basement. William Jennings Bryan once made a speech from these very steps here. Along here is a row of stores, hitching posts and horse lots in front of them. First automobile is going to come along in about 5 years. Belonging to Banker Cartwright, a richest citizen. Lives in the big white house up on the hill. Over there is the grocery store and Miss Morgan's drugstore. Most everyone in town manages to look into those 2 stores at least once a day. Public schools over yonder. High school still farther over. 9:15 mornings, noon times, and 3 o'clock afternoons. The whole town can hear the yelling and the screaming from those schoolyards. And here is our doctor's house, Zach Gibbs. And right around here is the back door. And this is Mrs. Gibbs' garden. Corn, peas, beans, hollyhocks, heliotrope, and a lot of burdock. In those days, our newspaper come out twice a week, Grover's Corner Sentinel. And this here is Editor Webb's house. And this is Mrs. Webb's garden. Just like Mrs. Gibbs, only it's got a lot of sunflowers too. And right here is a big butternut tree. Nice town, you know what I mean? Nobody very remarkable ever come out of it as far as we know. The earliest tombstones in the cemetery up there on the mountain say 1670, 1680. They're Grovers and Cartwrights and Gibbses and Herseys. Same names as are around here now. Well, as I said, it's just about dawn. The only lights on in town are in a cottage over by the tracks where Polish mothers just had twins. And in the Crowell house where Joe Jr. is getting up so as to deliver the paper. And of course, down in the depot where Shorty Hopkins is getting ready to flag the 545 for Boston. Naturally, out in the country, all around, lights have been on for some time, what with the milkings and so on, but town people sleep late. So, another day's begun. There's Doc Gibbs coming down Main Street.
he ever make a mistake?
Want to tell you something about that boy, Joe Crowell there. Joe was awful bright. Graduated from high school here, head of his class. So he got a scholarship to Massachusetts Tech. Graduated head of his class there, too. He was going to be a great engineer, Joe was. But then the war broke out, and he died in France. All that education for nothing.
Get out, Bessie. What's the matter with you today?
And here comes Howie Newsom delivering the milk.
Morning, Doc.
Morning, Howie.
Somebody sick?
A pair of twins, Mrs. Gorslowski's.
Twins. Well, this town's getting bigger every year.
Going to rain today, Howie?
No. Fine day. That'll better do.
Hello, Bessie. How old is she, Howie?
Oh, Bessie's about 17. She's all mixed up about the lot today. Ever since the lot stopped paying for that quart of milk every day, she wants to stop and give a report just the same. Keeps scolding me the whole trip.
Good morning, Howie.
Morning, Miss Gibbs. Doc's just coming down the street.
Is he? Seems like you're late today.
Yeah, something wrong with the separator. Don't know what it was. Doc?
Howie.
Children, time to get up.
Come on, Bessie.
George, Rebecca. Everything all right, Frank?
Yes, I declare, easy as kittens.
Well, the baby will be ready in a minute. Sit down and have your coffee. I suppose you can get 3 hours sleep at least this morning, won't you? Can't you? Some sleep.
Well, Mrs. Wetwood's coming at 11. Guess I know what that's about. Her stomach ain't what it ought to be.
Well, all told, you're only going to get about 3 hours sleep, no more. Frank Gibbs, I don't know what is going to become of you. Oh, I just wish I could get you to go away for a rest. I think it will do you good.
Emily, time to get up. Wally, 7 o'clock.
Oh, I do declare, Frank, you got to talk to George. Seems like he's been in a different state recently. It's like he's not helping me at all, and I can't even get him to cut me some firewood.
Is he sassy to you?
Oh, no. He just whines. Oh, all he's thinking about is that baseball. George! Rebecca, you'll be late for school. George!
George, look sharp.
Yes, Pop.
George, don't you hear your mother calling to you? Well, I guess I'll go up and get 40 winks.
Wally, Emily, you'll be late for school. Now, Wally, you wash yourself good or I'll come up and do it for you.
Mom, put trash out there.
Don't make any noise. Your father was out all night last night, and he needs his sleep. Oh, I washed and ironed your blue gingham for you special.
Ma, I hate that dress.
Oh, hush up with you.
Every day I go to school dressed like a sick turkey.
eat your breakfast.
Mom,
No, Rebecca, tell Miss Foster I sent my best congratulations. You can remember that, can't you?
Yes, Mom.
Rebecca, you look real nice. Now, pick up your feet.
Bye-bye.
Here, chick, 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 chick. Oh, what's the matter with you? Oh, here, chick, 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 chick. Oh, go away with you. Oh, fight, fight, fight. Now, that's all you do. Who are you? You don't belong to me. Oh, well, don't be scared. Nobody's going to hurt you. Why, Myrtle, good morning. How is it cold?
Oh, I still get that tickling feeling in my throat. I told Charles since I didn't know as I'd go to choir practice tonight. Wouldn't be any use.
Well, now have you tried singing over your voice?
Well, yes, I've tried that, but I can't seem to do that and stay on key. While I'm resting myself, I thought I'd string some of these beans.
Well, let me help. Beans have been good this year.
I've decided to put up 40 quarts if it kills me. The children say they take them, but I notice they seem to get them down all winter.
Well, Myrtle, I've got to tell you something. Because if I don't tell somebody, I'll burst.
Yes.
Oh, give me some more beans. Oh, now, Myrtle, did one of those second-hand furniture men from Boston come to see you last Friday?
No.
Well, he called on me. Well, at first I thought he was a patient, and he was waiting to see Dr. Gibbs. But then he wormed his way into my parlor. And Myrtle, well, he offered me $350 for Grandmother Wentworth's highboy. Well, as sure as I'm sitting here.
Yes.
He did. That old thing. Why, it was so big I didn't even know where to put it. And I almost gave it to Cousin Hester Wilcox.
Well, you're going to take it, aren't you?
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know? $350? What's come over you?
Well, if I could get the doctor to take the money and then to go away on a real trip, oh, I'd sell it like that. Myrtle, it's been the dream of my life to see Paris, France. Oh, I don't know. Oh, it sounds crazy, I suppose. But I've been promising myself for years that if we had that chance.
How does the doctor feel about that?
Well, I kind of hemmed around and hawed around a little bit, and then I said to him, if I got a legacy, I would make him take me somewhere.
And what did he say?
Well, you know him. I haven't had a serious word out of him since I've known him. No, he said. It might make him discontented with Grover's quarters. Better let well enough alone to go traipsing around Europe? No. Oh, every 2 years he goes to visit the battlefields of the Civil War. And well, that is enough treat for anybody, he said.
Mr. Webb just admires the way Dr. Gibbs knows everything about the Civil War. Mr. Webb's a mind to give up Napoleon Willard of our state university to come here and sketch in a few details of our past history here. Is Professor Willard here? May I introduce Professor Willard of our state university? Just a few brief notes, Professor. Unfortunately, our time is limited.
Well, let's see, Grover's Corners. Grover's Corners sits on the old granite Pleistocene ground of the Appalachian. It's some of the oldest land in the world. We're mighty proud of it. A shelf of Devonian basalt crosses it, with vestiges of the Mesozoic shale and some sandstone outcroppings, but that's much more recent, 200, 300 million years ago. Some highly interesting fossils, unique fossils, I should say, have been found about 2 miles out of town, Silas Pecker's cow pasture. They're available to be seen at the museum of our state university at any time, any reasonable time. Shall I cover Professor Gruber's studies of our meteorological situation, mean precipitation, etc.?
I'm afraid we don't have time for that, Professor. We might have a few words on the history of man's talk.
Yes, anthropological data. Early Amerindian stock, Cotahatchee tribes. No evidence before the 10th century of this era. Now, entirely disappeared. Possible traces in Freetown. Migration in the late 17th century of English, bracteocephalic blue-eyed stock for the most part. Now it's in Slav and Mediterranean.
And the population, Professor?
Within the town limits, 2,640.
Just a moment, Professor.
Oh, yes, indeed. At the moment, the population is 2,642. The postal district adds another 507 for 3,149. Mortality and birth rates, constant. By McPherson's gauge, 6.032.
Thank you, Professor. We're all very much obliged to you, I'm sure.
Not at all, madam, not at all.
This way, Professor. And thank you again. And now a political and social report from Mr. Webb. Oh, Mr. Webb! He'll be out in a minute. He just had his paperwork needs to take off. Thank you, Mrs. Webb. Mr. Webb is editor and publisher of the Grover's Corner Sentinel. That's our local paper, you know.
Well, I don't need to tell you that we're run here by a board of selectmen. All males vote at the age of 21, women vote indirect. We're lower middle class with a sprinkling of professional men, 10% illiterate laborers. Politically, we're 86% Republicans, 6% Democrats, 4% socialists, rest indifferent. Religiously, we're 85% Protestants, 12% Catholics, rest indifferent.
Have you any comments, Mr. Webb?
Very ordinary town, if you ask me. Little better behaved than most. Probably a lot duller. But our young people seem to like it well enough. Over 90% of them graduating from high school choose to settle right here to live, even when they've been away to college.
Now, is there anyone in the audience who would like to ask Mr. Webb anything about the town?
Yes, I want to know. Is there much drinking in Robert's Corners?
Well, ma'am, I don't know what you call much, but Saturday nights the farmhands meet down at the Green stable in Hollow Sun. And we've got one or two town drunks, but they're always finding their horses when an evangelist comes to town. No, ma'am, I'd say liquor ain't a regular part of the home here, except maybe in the medicine chest. Right good for a snake fight, you know, always was.
Is there no one in this town aware of social... Come forward, will you?
Meanwhile, we do all we can to help those who can't help themselves, and those who can, we leave them alone. Are there any other questions?
Oh, Mr. Webb. Mr. Webb, is there any culture or love of beauty in your town?
Well, ma'am, there ain't much culture, not in the sense that you mean. Come to think of it, there are some girls who play piano at the high school commencement, but they ain't happy about it. No, ma'am, there ain't much in the way of culture. Although I guess now's a good time for me to tell you, we do have many pleasures of the kind here. We all like watching the sunrise over the mountains in the morning, and we notice a good deal about the birds. We pay an awful lot of attention to them. And everybody watches the changing of the seasons. We all like that. But those other things, there ain't much. Robinson Crusoe, the Bible, Handel's Lark. We all know them. And Whistler's Mother. But that's about as far as we go.
Huh. Just as I thought. Thank you, Mr. Webb.
Thank you, Mr. Webb. Now we'll go back to the town. It's early afternoon. All 2,642 have had their dinners and all the dishes have been washed. There's a kind of calm that comes over our town in the afternoon. A buzzing and a humming from the school buildings. Not many buggies on Main Street. Horses dozing on hitching posts. You remember what it's like. Doc Gibbs is in his office tapping people and making them say, ah. And Mr. Webb is over there mowing his lawn. 1 man in 10 thinks it's a privilege to mow his own lawn. No, sir, it's later than I thought. Where are the school children coming home?
I can't, Lois. I've got to go home and help my mother. I promised.
Emily! Walk, Sid. Who do you think you are today?
Papa, you're terrible. 1 minute you tell me to stand up straight, and the next you call me names. I just don't listen to you.
Golly! I never got a kiss from such a great lady before.
Oh, excuse me, Mrs. Forrest.
Go out and play in the fields, young man. You got no business playing baseball on Main Street.
Oh, I'm awfully sorry, Mrs. Forrest. Hello, Emily.
Hello.
You made a fine speech in class.
Well, I was really ready to make a speech about the Monroe Doctrine, but at the last minute, Miss Corcoran made me speak about the Louisiana Purchase instead. I worked an awful long time on the both of them.
Gee, it's funny, Emily. From my window up there, I can just see your head nights when you're over doing your homework in your room.
Why, can you?
You certainly do stick to it, Emily. I don't see how you can sit still that long. I guess you must like school.
Well, I figure it's something you have to go through.
Yeah.
I don't mind it, really. It passes the time.
Yeah. Emily, what do you think? We might work out a kind of telegraph from your window to mine. And every once in a while, you could give me a kind of hint or two about one of those algebra problems. I don't mean the answers, Emily. Of course not. Just some little hint.
Well, I think hints are allowed. So, if you get stuck, George, you whistle to me, and they'll give you some hints.
Emily, you're just naturally bright, I guess.
I figure that's just the way a person is born.
Yeah, but you see, I want to be a farmer. And my Uncle Luke says that whenever I'm ready, I can come over and work on his farm. And if I'm any good, I can just gradually have it.
You mean the house and everything?
Yeah. Well, thanks. I better be getting back out to the baseball field. Thanks for the talk, Emily. Oh, good afternoon, Mrs. Webb.
Good afternoon, George.
So long, Emily.
So long, George.
way of painting all that reading matter with a glue, a silicate glue, that'll make it keep 1,000, 2,000 years. We're putting in a Bible and the Constitution of the United States and a copy of William Shakespeare's plays. What do you say, folks? What do you think? You know, Babylon once had 2 million people in it, and yet all we know about them is the names of the kings and some copies of wheat contracts and some contracts from the sale of slaves. Yet every night those families sat down to supper, and the father came home from his work, and the smoke went up the chimney, same as here. And even in Greece and Rome, all we know about the real life of the people is what we can piece together from the joking poems and the comedies that they wrote for the theater back then. So, I'm going to have a copy of this play put to the cornerstone, so people 1,000 years from now will know a few simple facts about us. More than the Treaty of Versailles and the
But right now, we're going to work on Art Thou Weary, Art Thou Languid. And it's a question, ladies and gentlemen, so let's make it talk.
Art thou weary, art thou languid?
Oh, George, can you come down a minute?
Yes, Pa.
Make yourself comfortable, George. I'll only keep you a minute. George, how old are you?
I'm 16, almost 17.
What do you want to do when school is over?
Why, you know, Pa, I want to be a farmer on Uncle Luke's farm.
You'll be willing, will you, to get up early and milk and feed the stock? You'll be able to hoe and hay all day?
Why, sure I will, Pa. What do you mean?
Well, when I was in my office today, I heard a funny noise. Do you know what it was? It was your mother chopping wood. You see your mother getting up early, cooking meals all day long, washing and ironing, and still she has to go out in the back and chop wood. I guess she just got tired of asking you. She just gave up and figured it would be easier to do it herself. And you eat the meals that she cooks, wear the clothes that she keeps nice, and run out and play baseball. Like she's some hired girl you just keep around the house but don't like very much. Well, I knew all I would need to do is bring your attention to it. Here's a handkerchief, son. George, I've decided to raise your spending money 25 cents a week. Not, of course, for chopping wood for your mother, because that's a present you give to her, but because you're getting older, and I reckon there's plenty of things you must find to do with it.
Thanks, Pa.
Let's see. Tomorrow's your payday. You can count on it. Rebecca probably ought to feel she has some more too. Wonder what happened to your mother. Choir practice was never late as this before.
It's only 8:30, Pa.
I don't know why she's in that old choir. She doesn't have any more voice than an old crow. Traipsing around the street at this hour of night. Well, just about time you retired, don't you think?
Yes, Pa.
Oh, good night, Martha. Good night, Mr. Foster.
Oh, I'll tell Mr. Webb, I know he'll want to put it in the paper.
Oh, it's late.
Good night, Irma.
Oh, oh, what a nice choir for yourself. Now, look at that moon. Will you move a while? Potato weather for sure.
Actually, I didn't want to say anything about it in front of the others, but it's the worst scandal this town has ever saw.
What?
Simon Stimson.
Oh, now Luella.
But Julie, to have the organist of the church drink and drunk year after year, you know he was drunk tonight.
Now Luella, we all know about Mr. Stimson, and we all know about the troubles he's been through, and so does Dr. Ferguson. And if Dr. Ferguson keeps him on in his job, well then the only thing the rest of us can do is just not to notice it.
Not to notice it, but it's getting worse.
No, it isn't, Luella. It's getting better. Now, I've been in this choir twice as long as you, and it doesn't happen near as often as it used to. My, I hate to go to bed on a night like this. I better hurry. The children will be sitting up till all hours. Good night, Luella. Good night.
Good night, Myrtle.
Now Luella, can you make it home safe?
Oh, this is bright as day. I can see Mr. Soames glaring out the window now. You'd think we'd been to a dance the way the menfolk carry on. Good night.
Good night. Well, we had a real good time.
You're late enough.
Oh, Frank, it ain't no later than usual.
stopping at the corner to gossip with a lot of the hens?
Oh, now don't you be grouchy, Frank Gibbs. Come on out and smell the heliotrope under the moonlight. Oh, it's wonderful, isn't it? Now, Frank, what did you do all that time that I was away?
Oh, I read, as usual. What were you girls gossiping about tonight?
Well, believe you me, Frank, there really is something to gossip about.
Simon Stimson, far gone, was he?
Worse than ever. Oh, when's it going to end? How will it end, Frank? Dr. Ferguson can't forgive him forever.
I guess I know more about Simon Stimson's affairs than anyone in this town. Some people ain't made for small town life. I don't know how it'll end, but there's nothing we can do but just leave it alone. Now come, get in.
No, wait, Frank. Frank, I feel that it is my duty to insist on making plans for you to go away and get a real rest and change. And if I get that legacy, well, I am going to insist on it.
Now, Julia, there is no sense going over that again.
Oh, Frank, you are so unreasonable.
It's getting late. Come on, let's get in. I gave George a piece of my mind tonight. I reckon you'll have your wit shot. For a while, anyway.
Oh dear, it's all so much things left that you have to take care of later. Oh. Now, Frank, Mrs. Fairchild told me that she locks her front door every night, and all the people of that side of town do.
They're all getting citified. That's the trouble with them. They haven't got nothing fit to burgle, and everybody knows it.
Get out, Rebecca. You're always ruining everything. Know your one in this window.
Let me look just a minute.
Oh, use your own window.
I did, but there's no moon there. George, do you know what I think is going to happen? Do you? I think the moon is getting nearer and nearer, and there's going to be a big explosion.
Rebecca, you don't know anything. If the moon were getting nearer, the guys that sit up all night with telescopes would see it first, and they'd tell about it, and it would be in all the newspapers.
George, is the moon shining on South America, Canada, and half of the whole world?
Well, probably is.
9:30, Grover's Corners. Almost all the lights are out. Nope, there's Constable Warren checking 3 doors on Main Street. And here comes Mr. Webb after putting his newspaper to bed.
Good evening, Bill.
Well, good evening, Mr. Webb.
Quite a moon.
Boy, sure is, yep.
All quiet tonight?
Well, Simon Stimson's been rolling around a little bit. Saw his wife leaving to go out hunting for him, so I thought I'd look the other way. Oh, there he is now.
Good evening, Simon. Town seems to have settled down pretty well for the night. Seems like the town settled down for the night pretty well. Think we ought to do the same? Can I walk along a ways with you? Good night.
I don't know how that's going to end, Mr. Webb.
Well, he's seen a peck of trouble with one thing after another. Oh, Bill, if you see my boy smoking a cigarette, give him a word, will you? He thinks a lot of you, Bill.
Well, I don't think he's smoking no cigarettes, Mr.
babies that weren't even born before I begun speaking regular sentences. And a number of people who thought they were right young and spry have noticed that they can't bound up a flight of stairs like they used to without their heart fluttering a little. All that can happen in 1,000 days. Nature's been pushing and contriving in other ways, too. A number of young people fell in love and got married. Yes, the mountain got bid away a few fractions of an inch. Millions of gallons of water went by the mill. And here and there a new home was set up under a roof. Almost everybody in the world gets married. You know what I mean? In our town, there aren't hardly any exceptions. Most everyone climbs into their graves married. Well, the first act was called the daily life. This act is called love and marriage. There's another act after this. I reckon you can guess what that's about. So, 3 years later, it's 1904, July 7th, just after high school commencement. That's the time most of our young people jump up and get married. As soon as they've passed their last examinations in solid geometry and Cicero's orations, they suddenly feel themselves fit to be married. It's early morning. Only this time it's been raining. It's been pouring and thundering. Mrs. Gibbs' garden here and Mrs. Webb's, drenched. All those beanpoles and pea vines, drenched. All day yesterday on Main Street, rain was like curtains we'd blown along. Yeah, it may begin again any minute. Well, there's the 5:45 for Boston. Here come Mrs. Webb and Mrs. Gibbs come down to get breakfast as though it were an ordinary day. Now, I don't have to point out to the women in my audience that those ladies they see before them, both of them, made 3 meals a day. One of them for 20 years, the other one for 40. And no summer vacations. They brought up 2 children apiece, washed, cleaned the house, and never a nervous breakdown. It's like what one of those Middle West poets said. You've got to love life to have life, and you've got to have life to love life. It's what they call a vicious circle.
Yeah, Bessie.
Here comes Hal and Jerusalem delivering the milk. And there's Cy Crowell delivering the paper like his brother before him.
Morning, Howie.
Morning, Si. Anything in the paper I should know about?
Nothing much, except the losing about the best baseball player Grover's Corners ever had, George Gibbs.
Reckon he is.
He could hit in them bases, too.
Yep, mighty fine ball player. Whoa, Bessie. I guess I can stop and talk if I have a mind to.
I don't think how people give up a thing like that just to get married. You, Howie?
Can't tell, Si. Never had no talent that way. Morning, Bill.
Morning, Howie.
You're up early.
Well, been down spending time at the river. It's been rising lately, trying to prevent a flood.
Si's here, all worked up about George Gibbs retiring from baseball.
Well, that's the way it is. Si, back in '84, we had a fellow by the name of George Gibbs. We had a player by the name of Hank Todd who was much better than George ever was. But Hank went down to Maine, became a parson, wonderful player. How's the weather today, Howie?
Tain't bad. Think maybe it'll clear up later.
Well, good morning.
Morning, Miss Gibbs.
Good morning, Howie. Is it going to rain again?
Well, rained so much earlier, I think maybe it'll clear up.
Oh, I certainly hope it does.
How much do you need today?
Well, we'll have a household full of relations.
It's the women folk who've built up weddings, my boy. And for a while now, they've had it all their own. A man looks mighty small at a wedding, George. All those good women standing shoulder to shoulder, making sure the knot's tied in a mighty public way.
But you believe in it, don't you, Mr. Webb?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Don't you misunderstand me, my boy. Marriage is a wonderful thing. Wonderful thing. And don't you forget that.
No, sir. Mr. Webb, how old were you when you got married?
Well, I had been to college, and I was taking some time to settle down. But Mrs. Webb, why, she wasn't much older than what Emily is. Oh, age hasn't much to do with it, George, not compared with, other things.
What were you going to say, Mr. Webb?
Oh, I don't know. Was I going to say something? I was just thinking about some advice that my father gave me on my wedding day. Charles, he said, Charles, the important thing is to start off early showing her who's boss, he said. Give her an order, even if it don't make sense, just so she'll learn to obey. And if your wife irritates you in any way, her conversation or anything, just get up and leave the house, he said. That'll make it clear to her. And never, never let your wife know how much money you have. Never.
But, Mr. Webb, I don't think I could.
So I took the opposite of all his advice. And I've been happy ever since. So let that be a lesson to you, George. Never to seek advice on personal matters. George, are you going to raise chickens on your farm?
What?
Are you going to raise chickens on your farm?
Uncle Luke's never been much interested, but I thought...
Well, I saw a book come across my desk the other day on the philo system of raising chickens. I want you to read it. I'm thinking of starting in a small way in the backyard, and then with an incubator in the cellar.
Charles, are you talking about that old incubator again? I thought you two would be talking about things worthwhile.
Well, Myrtle, if you've got such great advice, my boy, I'll go upstairs and leave you two alone.
Now, George, Emily has to come down and have her breakfast. She sent her hello, but she doesn't want to lay eyes on you. So, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Well, Myrtle, I guess you don't know that much older superstition.
What do you mean, Charles?
Ever since the caveman, no bridegroom should ever see his father-in-law on the day of the wedding or near him. Now remember that.
Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Webb. Now, I have to interrupt again here. You see, we want to know how all this began. This wedding. This plan to spend a lifetime together. I'm awfully interested in how big things like that begin. You know how it is. You're 21 or 22 and you make some decisions and then whoosh, you're 70. You've been a lawyer for 50 years and that white-haired lady at your side has eaten over 50,000 meals with you. How do such things begin? George and Emily are going to show you the conversation now that they had when they first realized that, well, as the saying goes, that they were meant for one another. But before they do it, I want you to remember what it was like to have been very young, and particularly when you were first in love. And you were like a person sleepwalking, and you didn't quite see the street you were in, and you didn't quite hear everything that was said to you, and you're just a little bit crazy. Can you remember that for me, please? Now, they'll be coming out of high school at 3 o'clock. George has just been elected the president of the junior class. And as it's June, that means that he'll be president of the senior class all next year. And Emily has been elected secretary and treasurer. I don't have to tell you how important that is. Here they come now.
I can't, Louise. I've got to go home. Oh, Ernestine, can you come over tonight and do Latin? Isn't that Cicero just the worst thing? Tell your mother you have to. Goodbye, Helen. Goodbye, Fred.
Can I carry your books home for you, Emily?
Thank you. It isn't far.
Excuse me a minute, Emily. Say, Bob, I'm a little late. Start practice anyway, and give her some long high ones.
Goodbye, Lizzie.
Bye, Lizzie. I'm awfully glad you were elected too, Emily.
Thank you.
Emily, why are you mad at me?
I'm not mad at you.
You've been treating me so funny lately.
Well, since you've asked me, George, I might as well say it right out. Goodbye, Miss Corcoran.
Goodbye, Miss Corcoran. Well, what is it?
I don't like the whole change that's come over you in the last year. And I'm sorry if that hurt your feelings, but I've got to tell you the truth and shame the devil.
Uh, change? Well, what do you mean?
Well, up to a year ago, I used to like you a lot, and I used to watch you as you did everything because we'd been friends so long. And then you began spending all your time at baseball, and you never stopped to speak to anybody anymore, not even your own family. You didn't, and George, it's a fact. You got awful conceited and stuck up, and all the girls say so. They may not say so to your face, but that's what they say behind your back. And it hurts me to hear them say it, but I've got to agree with them a little. Now, I'm sorry if that hurt your feelings, but I can't be sorry I said it.
I'm glad you did say it, Emily. I never thought that such a thing was happening to me. I guess it's hard for a fella not to have faults creep into his character.
I always expect a man to be perfect, and I think he should be.
Oh, I don't think it's possible to be perfect, Emily.
Well, my father is, and as far as I can see, your father is too. There's no reason on earth why you shouldn't be.
Well, I feel if it's the other way around, that men aren't naturally good. Well, but girls are.
Well, you might as well know right now that I'm not perfect. It's not as easy for a girl to be as perfect as a man because us girls are are more nervous. Now, I'm I'm sorry I said all that about you. I don't know what made me say it.
Emily.
Now I can see it's not the truth at all. And I suddenly feel it's not important anyway.
Emily, would you like an ice cream soda or something before you go home?
Oh, thank you. I would.
Hello, Stu. How are you? Good afternoon, Miss Slocum.
Hello, George. Hello, Emily. What'll you have? Why, Emily Webb, what have you been crying about?
Oh, she's gotten awful scared, Mrs. Morgan. to improve and make a big change. Would you be? I mean, could you be?
I am now. I always have been.
So, I guess this is an important talk we've been having.
Yes. Yes.
Wait just a minute, and I'll walk you home. Mrs. Morgan, I will have to go home to get money to pay you for this. It'll only take a minute.
What's that? Why, George gives you mean to tell me?
Yes, but I have reasons, Mrs. Morgan. Look, here's my gold watch to keep until I come back with the money.
Keep your watch, I trust you.
It'll only take 5 minutes.
I'll trust you 10 years, George, and not a day over. Get over all your shock, Emily?
Yes. Thank you, Mrs. Morgan. It was nothing.
I'm ready.
Well, now we're ready to get on with the wedding. There are a lot of things to be said about a wedding. There are a lot of thoughts that go on during a wedding. We can't get them all into one wedding, naturally, and especially not a wedding in Drummers Corners where they're awfully plain and short. In this wedding, I play the minister. That gives me the right to say a few more things about it. For a while now, the play gets pretty serious. You see, some churches say that marriage is a sacrament. I don't quite know what that means, but I can guess. It's like what Mrs. Gibbs said a few minutes ago. People were made to go through life 2 by 2. This is a good wedding. But people are so put together that even at a good wedding, there's a lot of confusion way down deep in people's minds. And we thought that ought to be in our play, too. The real hero of this scene isn't on stage at all, and you all know who that is. It's like what one of those European fellas said. Every child born into the world is nature's attempt to make a perfect human being. Well, we've all seen nature contriving and pushing for some time now. We all know that nature's interested in quantity, but I think she's interested in quality, too. That's why I'm in ministry. And let's not forget all the other witnesses at this wedding. The ancestors. Millions of them. Most of them set out to live 2 by 2 also. Millions of them. Well, that's all the sermon. Not very long anyway. You know, there's something downright cruel about how we send our girls out into marriage this way. I hope her girlfriends have told her a thing or two. It's cruel, I know. But I couldn't bring myself to tell her a thing. I went into a blind as a bat myself. Oh, the whole world's wrong. That's what's the matter. There they come. George, what is the matter?
Ma, I don't want to grow old. Why is everybody pushing me so?
Oh, but George, this is what you wanted.
No, Ma, listen.
could hear you. Oh, now stop. Oh, now stop, George. No.
What? Where's Emily?
Oh, George, you gave me such a turn. Oh.
Oh, cheer up, Ma. I'm getting married.
Oh, George.
Now, Ma, you say Thursday nights. Emily and I are coming over to dinner every Thursday night. You'll see. Ma, what are you crying for? Come on. We've got to get ready for this.
I never felt so alone in my whole life. And George over there, looking so... I hate him. I wish I were dead. Papa, Papa.
Emily, now don't be upset.
But Papa, I don't want to get married.
Emily, everything's going to be all right.
Why can't I stay a while? I'm Suzanne. Let's go away.
Emily, no. Stop and think for a minute.
But Papa, don't you remember what you used to say? All the time you used to say. All the time that I was your girl. There must be somewhere we can go. I'll work for you. I could keep house.
No, Emily, you mustn't think of such things. You're just nervous. George, come down here for a minute. Why, you're marrying the best young fellow in the world. George is a fine young fellow.
But Papa...
George, I'm giving away my daughter. Do you think you can take care of her?
Mr. Webb, I want to. I want to try. Emily, I'm going to do my best. I love you, Emily. I need you.
Well, if you love me, help me. All I want is someone to love me.
I will, Emily. Emily, I'll try.
I mean forever. Do you hear? Forever and ever.
Come on. Now everyone's waiting for us. You know everything will be all right. Come quickly.
the whole, things don't change much around here. This is certainly an important part of Grover's Corners. It's on a hilltop, a windy hilltop. Lots of sky, lots of clouds, often lots of sun and moon and stars. You come up here on a fine afternoon and you can see range on range of hills. Awful blue they are, up there by Lake Sunapee and Lake Winnipesaukee, and way up, if you've got a glass, you can see the White Mountains and Mount Washington, where North Conway and Conway is. And of course, our favorite mountain, Mount Monadnock's right there, and all these towns that lie around it, Jaffrey and East Jaffrey and Peterborough and Dublin. And there, quite a ways down, is Grover's Corners. Yes, beautiful spot up here. Mountain laurel and lilacs. I often wonder why people like to be buried in Woodlawn or Brooklyn when they might pass the same time up here in New Hampshire. Over there are the old stones, 1670, 1680. Strong-minded people that come a long way to be independent. Summer people walk around there laughing at the funny words on the tombstones. It don't do any harm. And genealogists come up from Boston, get paid by city people for looking up their ancestors. They want to make sure that they are daughters of the American Revolution and of the Mayflower. Well, I guess that don't do any harm either. Wherever you come near the human race, there are layers and layers of nonsense. Over there are some Civil War veterans. Iron flags on their graves. New Hampshire boys had a notion that the Union ought to be kept together, though they'd never seen more than 50 miles of it themselves. All they knew was the name, friends, the United States of America. The United States of America. And they went and died about it. Well, this here is the new part of the cemetery. Here's your friend, Mrs. Gibbs, and let me see, Mr. Stimson, the organist at the Congregational Church, and here's Mrs. Soames, who enjoyed the wedding so you remember, and a lot of others. And Editor Webb's boy, Wallace, whose appendix burst while he was on a Boy Scout trip to Crawford Notch. Yes, an awful lot of sorrow has sort of quieted down up here. We all know how it is, and time, sunny days and rainy days and snow. We're all glad that they're in a beautiful place and we're coming up here ourselves when our fit's over. Now, there are some things that we all know, but we don't take them out and look at them very often. We all know that something is eternal. And it ain't houses, it ain't names, it ain't earth, it ain't even the stars. We all know it in our bones that something is eternal. And that something has to do with human beings. All the greatest people who ever lived have been telling us that for 5,000 years, and yet you'd be surprised how people are always losing hold of it. There's something way down deep that's eternal about every human being. Now, you know as well as I do that the dead don't stay interested in us living folk for very long. Gradually, they lose hold of the earth and the ambitions they had, and the pleasures they had, and the things they suffered, and the people they loved. Gradually, they get weaned away from earth. That's how I put it, weaned away. And slowly they get indifferent to what's going on in Grover's Corners. They're waiting. They're waiting for something they feel is coming. Something important and great. Aren't they waiting for that eternal part in them to come out clear? Now, some of the things they're going to say maybe will hurt your feelings, but that's the way it is. Mother and daughter, husband and wife, enemy and enemy, money and miser. All those terribly important things sort of grow pale around here. And what's left when your memory's gone? And your identity, Mrs. Smith? Well, there are some living people. Here comes Joe Stoddard, our undertaker, supervising the new made grave, and there's a Grover's Corners boy that moved out west.
works for him after school. He had the lumbago.
Yes, we brought Farmer McCarty here a number of years ago now.
Why, and this is my Aunt Julia. I'd forgotten that she, of course.
Yes, Doc Gibbs lost his wife 3 years ago, about this time, and today is another pretty bad blow for him, too.
That is my sister Carrie's boy, Sam Craig.
I'm always uncomfortable when they're around.
Simon.
Do they choose their own verses much, Joe?
No, not usual. Mostly the bereaved pick a verse.
Doesn't sound like my Aunt Julia. There aren't many of those Hersey sisters left. I wanted to find my fathers and mothers.
Over there with the Craigs, Avenue F.
And he was organist at church, wasn't he? Drank a lot, we used to say.
Nobody was supposed to know about it. He'd seen a peck of troubles. Took his own life, you know.
Did he?
Hung himself in the attic. They tried to hush it up, but of course it got around. He chose his own epitaph. You can see it there. It ain't a verse exactly.
It's just some notes of music. What is it?
Oh, I wouldn't know. It was wrote up in the Boston papers at the time.
Joe, what did she die of?
Who?
My cousin.
Oh, didn't you know? Had some trouble bringing a baby into the world. It was her second, though. There's a little boy about 4 years old.
And the grave's going to be over here?
Yes, there ain't much more room over here among the Gibbses. They're opening up a whole new Gibbs section over by Avenue B. Well, you'll excuse me. I see they're coming.
Who is it, Julia?
My daughter-in-law, Emily Webb.
Oh, I declare. The road up here must have been awful muddy. What did she die of, Julia?
In childbirth.
Childbirth. I remember that. My, wasn't quite horrible. And wonderful.
Wonderful, was it?
Simon.
I remember Emily's wedding. What a lovely wedding it was. I remember Emily reading the past poem in graduation exercises. She was one of the brightest girls ever graduated from high school. I heard Principal Wilkins say so time and time again. I called on them at their new farm just before I died. Perfectly beautiful farm.
It was on the same road we lived on.
Yep, right smart farm.
Blessed be the tie that binds.
I've always liked that hymn. I was hoping they'd sing it now.
Hello.
Hello, Emily.
Hello, Miss Gibbs.
Hello, Mother Gibbs.
Emily.
Hello. It's raining.
Yes. He'll be gone soon, dear. Just rest yourself.
It seems thousands and thousands of years since
Before our father's throne.
Papa remembered that was my favorite hymn. Oh, I wish I'd been here a long time. I don't like being new here. How do you do, Mr. Stimson?
How do you do, Emily?
Mother Gibbs, George and I have made that farm into just the best place you ever saw. We thought of you all the time. We wanted to show you the new barn and the great long cement drinking fountain for the stock. We bought it out of the money you left us.
I did?
Why, don't you remember, Mother Gibbs, the legacy you left us? Why, it was over $350.
Yes, Emily.
Well, there's a patent device on the drinking fountain so that it never overflows, Mother Gibbs. And it never sinks below a certain mark they have there. It's fine. It won't be the same to George without me, but it's a lovely farm. Live people don't understand, do they?
No, dear. Not very much.
They're sort of shut up in little boxes, aren't they? I feel as though I knew them last 1,000 years ago. Mother gives. One can go back. One can go back there, again, into living. I feel it. I know it. Why, just then for a minute, I was thinking about the farm. And for a moment, I was there. And my baby was on my lap, as plain as day.
Well, yes, of course you can.
I can go back and live all those days over again. Why not?
Well, all I can say, Emily, is don't.
But it's true, isn't it? I can go back again.
Yes, some have tried, but they soon come back here.
Emily, don't.
Emily, don't do it. It's not what you think it'd be.
But I won't live over a sad day. I'll choose a happy one. I'll choose the day I first knew I loved George. Why should that be painful?
You not only live it, but you watch yourself living it.
Yes?
And as you watch it, you see the thing that they down there never know. You see the future. You know what's going to happen afterwards.
But is that painful? Why?
Well, that's not the only reason you shouldn't do it, Emily. When you've been here longer, you will see that you forget all the past and you think only of what is ahead and get ready for what is ahead. When you have been here longer, Emily, you will understand.
But, Mother Gibbs, how could I ever forget that life? It's all I know. It's all I had.
Emily, really, it's not what you think it'd be. It isn't wise.
But I'll choose a happy day anyway.
No. No, don't choose a happy day. Choose an unimportant day. Choose the least important day of your life, and that will be important enough.
Then it can't be since I was married, or since the baby was born. I can choose my birthday at least, can't I? I choose my 12th birthday.
All right, February 11th, 1899, a Tuesday. Do you want any special time of day?
Oh, I want the whole day.
We'll begin at dawn. You remember it had been snowing for several days, but it stopped the night before. They just began clearing the roads. The sun's coming up.
Why? There's Main Street. That's Mrs. Morgan's drugstore before she changed it. And there's the livery stable.
Yes, it's 1899. This is 14 years ago.
Why, this is the town I knew as a little girl. Look, there's the white fence that used to be around our house. I'd forgotten that. I loved it so. Are they inside?
Yes, your mother will be down in a minute to get breakfast.
Will she?
And you remember your father had been away for several days. He came back on the early morning train.
No.
He'd been away to his college to make a speech in western New York at Clinton.
Look, there's Howie Newsom. And there's our police officer. But he's dead. He died.
Whoa, that's it. Morning, Bill. You're up, right?
Boy, Howie, they're out trying to rescue a fella down in the homeless town down there. He fell in the snowdrift, got drunk, darn near froze to death. Thought he was in bed when I shook him.
And look, there's Joe Crowley.
Morning, Mr. Warren. Morning, Howie.
Children! Emily! Wally! Time to get up!
Mama, I'm here. Oh, how young Mama looks. I didn't know Mama was ever that young.
You can come down and rest by the kitchen fire if you'd like, but hurry.
Any trouble here?
Well, I've been called down to rescue a Polish fella darn near froze to death.
Well, we must get it in the papers.
Well, it wasn't nothing.
Papa.
Good morning, Mother.
Oh, Charles, how did it go?
Oh, fine, I guess. I told him a few things. How's everything here?
I can't think of anything special that happened. It's right cold. Hallie Newsom said it's 10 below over to his farm.
Well, it's colder than that in Hamilton College. Students' ears are falling off. It ain't Christian. The paper have any mistakes in it?
None that I noticed. Coffee's ready when you want it. Oh, Charles, don't forget today is Emily's birthday. Did you remember to get her something?
Oh, yes, I've got something for her right here. Where's my girl? Where's my birthday girl?
Oh, Charles, don't interrupt her. Now you'll see her at breakfast. She's slow enough as it is. Children, hurry! I don't want to call you again.
I can't bear it. They're both so young and beautiful. Why did they ever have to grow old? Mama, I'm here. I love you all. Everything. I can't look at everything hard enough.
That's what it was to be alive. To wander about in a cloud of ignorance. To always be going up and down, trampling on the feelings of those all around you. To spend and waste time as if you had a million years. To always be at the mercy of some self-centered passion or another. Now you know. That's the happy existence you wanted to go back to. Ignorance and blindness.
Simon Stimson, you know that's not the whole truth. You know that. Oh, look, Emily, at that star. I forget its name.
My boy Joel, he was a sailor, knew 'em all. Used to sit on the porch evenings and tell 'em all by name. Yes, sir, it was wonderful.
The stars, mighty good company.
Yes. Yes, 'tis.
Here's one of them coming.
That's funny.
Ain't no time for one of them to be here.
Goodness sakes.
Mother Gibbs, it's George.
Shh, dear, just rest yourself.
It's George.
And my boy Joel, who knew all the stars, he used to say that it took millions of years for one of those little glimmers of light to make it down to earth. Hard for a body to believe that, but that's what he used to say. Millions of years.
Oh, that ain't no way to behave. You ought to be at home.
Mother Gibbs,
Yes, honey.
they don't understand, do they?
No, dear, they don't understand.
Almost everyone's asleep in Grover's Corners. There are a few lights on. Shorty Hawkins down at the depot just watched the Albany train go by. And at the livery stable, someone's setting up late and talking. Yes, it's clear enough. There are the stars, doing their old crisscross journeys in the sky. Scholars haven't quite settled the matter yet, but they seem to think that there are no living beings up there. Only chalk or fire. Only this one is straining away. Straining away so hard that every 16 hours, everybody lies down and gets a rest. 11 o'clock